you will not receive callbacks within 75 days for both mosquitoes and ticks, and also for perimeter pest control, it's actually 90 days. What is going on, my friend? It's Austin here from Elevate Applicate, bringing you yet another video on pesticide applicator content. Today, we are going to talk about the most epic insecticide that's ever been developed and on the market today for you and I as pesticide applicators. And what I am talking about is this insecticide right here, Scion. Scion is a new product, probably 3, maybe 4 years old. I got the label of it right here in my hand. And it is a new product from FMC. FMC is a company that makes a ton of different insecticides and different products that we use in day-to-day. And their most staple product that they used previously before Scion was actually Talstar P. Talstar P has been one of the most widely used bifenthrin products out there on the market for mosquitoes, ticks, perimeter pest control, wide variety of stuff, right? It's an awesome synthetic insecticide, synthetic pyrethroid, but they have came out with something even better, and that is Scion. And actually, I'm going to share some screenshots. Not everybody thinks that this insecticide is the cat's meow. I actually joined a Facebook group called Ticks and Mosquitoes, and I'll post it up here on the video. But it is a really interesting conversation. People were talking about Scion, saying that be prepared for callbacks. And if you don't know about Scion, FMC, I should say, right here, these guys. FMC actually has an assurance program for Scion for mosquitoes, for ticks, and for perimeter pest control. And their assurance program is that you will not receive callbacks within 75 days for both mosquitoes and ticks, and also for perimeter pest control, it's actually 90 days. And if you do get callbacks, all you do is you contact the rep at FMC, and they will refund you the insecticide. I don't know too many programs out there like that. So for FMC to make that claim and to be willing to send you bottles of insecticide for free, and by the way, it's not cheap. They really trust this product. So why am I talking about it? Am I being paid by FMC? Absolutely not. I have no skin in the game whether you buy this or not. FMC does not pay me. I've only talked to an FMC rep once, okay? And why is Scion such a killer product? It's because of how it's formulated. And it's actually, what I would assume is that it's a microencapsulation. Okay, otherwise known as a ME, a microencapsulation. And it's a slow release. And that's why it can last so long, and they can make these claims that it lasts a very, very long time. And I'm a huge fan of it. I'm actually getting ready to switch all of my mosquito clients to this product. I'll tell you why. So on my property, okay, I have a giant 2-acre swamp. I live on 10 acres. I got woods all around me. I have tons of breeding grounds for mosquitoes. If I didn't treat here, it would be unlivable, basically. And so for the first year that I tried it, okay, so year 1, I sprayed my property 1 time. I sprayed it once, and I didn't have mosquitoes the rest of the year. Now, is that going to be results? Is that typical? No, not at all. In fact, that year we had a drought. And so because we had a drought, we didn't really have a lot of breeding grounds, right? Everything dried up, and so there wasn't a lot of mosquito activity to begin with. So this was kind of a fluke, but it was really interesting that I went from spraying my property 7 times a year down to 1 time. I was pretty impressed with that. Now, year 2 that I tried it, I sprayed my property 3 times on a 60-day cycle. Now, I did a 60-day cycle so I could have overlap. But again, FMC says 75 days, and after testing it, I would actually believe that. Year 3 that I tested it on my property, and again, I'm testing this on my own property with massive mosquito pressure to see what the results would be for my clients before I ever take it to their property. And if you ever have, a new product that you want to test out, I highly recommend testing it on your own property first before you release it to the marketplace. On year 3, we did twice. Again, that was more than a 60-day cycle. That was closer to the 75-day. So I can see, depending on the weather, what's going to happen and how many applications you're actually going to need. Now, if you don't know, I'm located here in Michigan, and so our season really is from April to August, September, sometimes into October if we really have a warm season. So that's 3 years. I'm on year 4 right now. So let me tell you what year 4 has been like, okay? I sprayed my property on May 1st. As of today of this recording, what day is it? It's July 8th. I have only been bitten by one single mosquito since I've treated my property on May 1st of this year. We had an earlier spring, insects were out, plenty of heat and humidity for mosquitoes to breed, get out there, do their thing. I still got my 2-acre swamp. Guess what? That's a long time off of one single application. A long time. Now let's compare this to like a Talstar, okay? So if you have Talstar, which is another FMC product, you're treating every 3 weeks. And you can't really bypass that. You could go every 28 days. That's what it says on the label if you use the max rate. And I don't really buy that. I think you're still going to run into issues at 3 weeks. And how do I know that? Because I've actually lived it. Talstar has been the staple of insecticides for a very, very long time. But I think FMC wants to get rid of this. I think they're done with doing Talstar, and they really want us to buy Scion. I don't know if it's cheaper for them to produce or not. I don't think so, because it is a very, very expensive product. But it's amazing when you actually see the results. Now, the other cool thing when we compare these two is the LD50 orally is 3,000, I think it's 3,200 milligrams per kilogram. 3,200 milligrams per kilogram on the LD50 for Scion. If you were to look at Talstar, Talstar is like 628 on the LD50. And so when you really think about that, this right here is like 1/5 the toxicity of this. So you have a longer lasting insecticide. It's less toxic to the applicators, us out there in the field. It lasts longer. You have less applications. You have less wear and tear in the vehicles, less stops. What this does to a season is absolutely unreal. It's by far one of the best insecticides on the market. And I think you have to learn how to apply it. It's not meant to be applied when there's zero foliage out there. That's more of the time for your insect growth regulators to get a quick, hormonal change out there in the environment. This is when you have foliage for it to stick to, where those resting sites are going to be for mosquitoes. If you're doing perimeter pest control, I mean, this stuff has to work amazing because it's going to stick to that and it's going to last a very, very long time. So I just wanted to compare. This has been probably, the number one. This has been number one for a very long time. But now Scion is going to take the cake. And if you're not going to adapt to your programs and your products, if you're not going to fork out the coin, then you're going to be left behind. And I can assure you of that. I have been beta testing this in our own company for the last, this season. And I've had minimal callbacks going with a 60-day cycle. It's been phenomenal. Again, just wanted to make this video. If homeowners know about this product, we might be out of a job. Good thing they don't, I guess, or maybe they will learn about this. They just have to be willing to go out there and apply pesticides. That's where we come in. We don't mind applying pesticides because we're certified applicators. So I just want to make this brief video on Scion. This is a pretty amazing product. Again, here's the label right here. And if you want me to talk more about this product, let me know. Leave me some comments. Also, if you like this content, please like and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. Really helps the channel grow. Other than that, I think you know what one I'm going with. The more expensive, longer lasting Scion. Way better than Talstar P. So take care, God bless, and go get them.